This is the book of Psalms, chapter 38, verse 12. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. These devils won't stop until they're stopped. First off, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles out of the GMS who well taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutations to my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. And to you all, I want to say shalom. And Lord's will, this is edifying to the elect. So, for this video, I'm going to be, playing clips from this video done by Redacted, and just hit a few points, just measuring the time diligently as we were commanded to do, as it says in the second Ezra 9, and giving warning, that these devils are coming with it, man. So there's no coincidence that all these these different countries are leaving off from the dollar, and they're going digital, around the whole world, and they're pushing forward with their agenda, man. And this is yet another telltale sign of what these devils are up to, man. So like I said, I'm gonna play a couple clips. I have a couple timestamps written down, and I want to play from this video and get a few precepts, and like I said, Lord willing, this is edifying. So without further ado, here we go.
This story is being suppressed everywhere. So this week, unbeknownst to almost no one, a shady group of globalist elites, people I didn't even know this group, to be honest with you, who run our monetary system, very quietly rolled out the new way that you will bank and pay for goods. Do you know these guys? We'll get to them in a second. Where you'll buy your meat, your eggs, buy your gas, your petrol. All of these things will now be functionally controlled by this group. This is
the great reset, right? Everything, the old way has to go in order to establish the new way, and they're always going to paint it as a good thing or convenience, right? For the betterment of society and humanity, and it's cleaner and better for the earth and blah blah blah, right? So they're always going to paint things in this certain manner, right? One world currency, right? So let's continue on.
How you will invest with this new digital currency infrastructure. The only reason we even know about this is thanks to a press release that they put out, issued by this shady group of people, and it happened last week right under our noses during spring break, I guess, when everyone was not really paying attention. So let's go through how crazy this is and what this will lead to. We've been warning about this for a long time on this channel, and you're starting to see a lot of the pieces come into place now. 2 weeks ago, we told you about how the Fed Now program is rolling out, right? That just began. That will wrap up in July.
So they're setting up all the pieces so everything will run as smoothly as possible in their minds, and they're doing it, behind the scenes. Matter of fact, let's get Psalm 64. This is how these devils operate, man. This is Psalm 64. I'll just go straight to the point. 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil. Matter of fact, I'll start at 4. I'll just start at 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, right? So they're working behind the scenes, right? That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Who's the perfect? The elect, right? The nation of Israel, particularly at this time, the elect among the nation of Israel, right? Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them, right? And this is exactly what these devils do, man. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? Well, the Lord is seeing you damn devils, man. Let's continue on.
Rolling out, right? That just began. That will wrap up in July, they say. So those pieces are starting to come into place there for central bank digital currency in the United States. We've already seen CBDCs being rolled out in other countries as well. But this is the umbrella CBDC that would go over all of them. So last week,
one world currency, right? So that as he's going to start going into all of these different individual currencies from these different countries would basically be under this one centralized world bank, and that's how, as the scriptures say, we're going to get it in Revelation, the 13th chapter. He causeth all, both small and great. This is how they're setting this up. So the whole world will be subject to this, man. There's no escape. You can't move out of Babylon and, go back to Africa. Some of these damn, black people want to say, oh, we just move back to the motherland and all this bullshit. Nah, man. The Lord said that he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Everybody. So this is the system that these devils are setting up right before our very eyes.
DCMA announced through a press release the rollout of a new international CBDC. Stay with me here, and I'll try to read this. Sorry, I've still got the flu, so if I take a deep breath, I cough. This is crucial. Here's their press release. I'm going to try to read a dry press release.
I'll read the first part so that you can take a break. Today at the International Monetary Fund Spring Meetings 2023, the Digital Currency Monetary Authority announced their official launch of an international central bank digital currency that strengthens the monetary sovereignty of participating central banks and complies with the recent crypto asset policy recommendations proposed by the IMF. This universal monetary unit, symbolized as ANSI character, it's like a U with an umlaut,
right,
I guess, is legally a monetary commodity, can transact in any legal tender, settlement, currency, and functions like a CDBC to enforce. That's all we got.
I love First Love Ya in our chat on YouTube says, yes, everyone say no, 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 hell no, stand up to this. Yeah.
Right. Say hell no to this, because it's all leading to that rice device, man. As they're going to get into, let me see, I got it in my next timestamp. Yeah, so let's get a scripture. This is what's coming down the pike, man. Let's get what's that? Let's see. Is it Proverbs 22? This is 22. Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, right? So we're supposed to be watching as well as praying, as the scriptures say, right? And as in our watching, we see the danger that's coming, man. And this evil that these devils are pushing forward is absolutely at the doorstep, man. They're putting in all the infrastructure is already there. Now they got to continue to get people used to seeing it. They have to they've already gotten people used to pretty much not using cash much at all anyway, and going to contactless, You know, they have the tap to pay. You know, everybody's debit card and credit card, pretty much you could just tap the card. You know, they got people used to hearing, you know, insert your chip, or do you have the chip? You know, this conditioning of the minds of the people. So then once people start actually getting it, which they already there are people that have it, especially over there in Sweden, physically in their hand, right? Merging man with technology, as these elites' wet dream is. You know, they're going to continue to push forward, excuse me, with this agenda, and get people more and more used to that concept, so that they can, you know, try to achieve their enterprise, as the scriptures say, right? It's Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. So how do you hide yourself? Under Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? That hedge of protection. The names of the Lord are a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe, right? But the simple, the ones that aren't paying attention, the ones that aren't taking heed to the warning, right? The warnings that are going out day in and day out to you Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? The ones of you, the 2/3 that don't take heed, right? And you following after these other, you know, these other camps that are teaching that the MOTB is sin and an embargo and sleeping with white women and all this bullshit. You know, if you don't take heed to the true prophets of the Lord, starting with the apostle elders, GMS on down, and like-minded brothers, giving this true warning that MOTB is indeed that rice device, that implantable, right, grain, you know, then you're going to be caught out there, man. You're going to, like it says, but the simple pass on and are punished, right? So let's get some more of this video, because they're going to go into it.
Anymore, they'll all kind of report up to that, you know, and that's how it will that's how it will work. The U.S. And right now, this is exactly how the international CBDC will facilitate these transactions. We don't know yet. I mean, we don't exactly know how they're going to facilitate these transactions. Are they going to use a debit card, or will it be on your phone? Like, okay, I want to make a purchase, I want to transfer money, I want to buy a house, I want to enroll my kids in tennis lessons or college, or I don't know, buy a Netflix subscription, or what the hell else do people want to buy and enjoy their lives with, right? How is it going to work? We don't know. Will it be on your phone? Probably not. Will you have a plastic debit card? Probably not. No, remember Professor Richard Werner told us how this will work and what this control will do to all of us. Watch.
Hi, excuse me, miss, hello. What if I told you I could get you some money right now? I wouldn't believe you.
Also, they never talk about the nature of this CBDC. What is it actually going to look like? They never talk about that. Right. But I heard one European central banker tell me what it's going to look like. He saw it. He was invited to one of the old central banks in Europe that are very much promoting this, and they showed him. And you know, he's a top executive director of another central bank in Europe, and there's no reason to believe that he was telling me a story. And he was around this large and would be implanted under your skin. So that is the plan. Right. And of course, that has other implications on top of what we've mentioned, on top of the control aspects, because that actually enters your body, in my view, violates human dignity, and can be then used for, even in terms of functionality, beyond the monetary and economic transaction purposes. So highly dangerous, and definitely something we have to oppose. And so using cash is one of the things we can do to make sure that the hurdle will be higher for the central planners to introduce the CBDC.
Yeah, that's it.
See, there you go. You know, these devils want complete control, man. As he said, you know, it will go beyond the the monetary factor of it, because they're, at the same time that they're doing this, they're also pushing you know, this climate stuff, you know, carbon carbon footprints and whatnot. So basically the things that they're doing over in China, where they're, facial, recognition all over. There's more cameras and people over there. They're surveilling everything. They have these basically parts of the city already blocked off where they have to, scan their face to go and, enter in and out of different parts of the city. As the scriptures say, a man shall desire to enter a city and shall not be able to in 2nd Esdras, I believe 15 or 16. So these things are happening, man. These devils are moving forward with their agenda, man. And we, as brothers and sisters, you cannot take that goddamn thing, man. And I'm going to read why. This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a MARK, a charagma, right, implantable device, in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we can't forget these devils, right, that you won't be able to buy or sell. It says Tech News. It says Gates and Bezos invest in startup that creates. Why is this like this? So lucky. I don't know why it's doing that, but to implant in human brain. Let's see. But these are two top tech guys, man, coming together to to put want to put these C-hips in people, man. Amazon, buying and selling, right? And of course they do it under the guise of helping, right? Say it will help with to reverse strokes and different things like that, help people that have communication issues be able to communicate now, blah blah blah, right? But the main thing is always control with these devils, man. Always remember it's controls. They want to be as the Most High. Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the MARK, that rights device, the C-hip, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, man. So don't take that anything from these damn devils, man. Let's get that real quick. This is Daniel 8 and 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Right? So they're putting all these laws together, getting, meeting up with different heads of state, different leaders of different countries and whatnot, and pushing this agenda, right? And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many, right? So they're saying this is a good thing. This is for the betterment of humanity. This is how we push society forward. This is good for the children. All this and that, what they're going to say in by the name of peace, man, right? This is a good thing for you. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand, right? Because the Lord is going to break the staff of the wicked, man. Let's get a little bit more of this video, and then I'll wrap it up. Let me see, I got my last timestamp in here. All right. As I mentioned, they're going to do this through convenience. Go back a little bit. There we go.
Is how having a lot of extra cash, I subscribe to the idea, I do it, but I'm hoping that this will slow the move to this and maybe even prevent it from happening by us using cash, refusing to use these digital currencies in that way. Maybe that will happen. They say that, of course, your life will be so much easier if it's centralized, everything is digital, but it's all about control.
It's all about control. And as the other guy, I think his name is David, when he'll come on, he's going to speak about convenience, and I have the online etymology of that. So we'll play a little bit more of this.
And when this is officially rolled out, you'll have no choice. Your financial privacy will be toast. You want to pay the 14-year-old babysitter with cash? Nope. Want to tip the driver with cash? Nope. Sorry, that's not going to happen. These globalists will be able to track everything you do. Remember when the Obama administration used the IRS to go after conservative political action groups in Ohio? Yeah, that happened. The financial targeting of political opponents. So tell me this won't happen. Tell me this is not going to be used for political advantage. I'll laugh right in your face about it.
Just look how long they've been programming us to not use cash. I mean, the whole debit card thing and all that came out. I mean, since that started, we have been programmed not to use cash. I very rarely have cash on me.
Yeah, everything's contactless now, right? And they push it at all these different stores and government buildings.
Your phone.
Yeah, government buildings and national parks now have gone cashless. So they're already doing it at government offices. Like you can't, I want to pay with an American dollar to go to Mount Rainier with my family for the day. No, we don't accept American currency anymore. You have to use cashless payments. Like what?
Well, and think about the biggest inconvenience to us lately has been we don't get our money back when we go buy something. We don't like it. We take it back. We got to wait 3 to 5 business days. Now they've got a way. We've already been trained not to use cash. Now they've got a way. Now we're going to make that instant. And they're just trying to make it a little bit more convenient so that it's like a no-brainer for a lot of people. Like, well, it's instant money. Like I get it right back. And, I get my Social Security and all that stuff instantly on my card. Hell yeah, I'm in.
Right. And then
exactly. And that's exactly what these devils are banking on, man. As he just said, if you use cash, you have to wait so long to get your money back if you return something, as opposed to if you use a credit card or some kind of through a digital means, instant. You get your benefits instantly, you get your your refunds instantly, whatever, so it's all built on convenience. Let's get that definition for convenient. An online etymology, right? So it's convenient. It says from late 14th century, fit, suitable, proper, according, accommodation, opportune, favorable, present, participle, to come together, meet together, assemble, unite, join, combine, agree with, accord, be suitable or proper, from assimilated form of come with, together, right? To go, but to come together, to agree with, right? So they're setting up everything through their peace and through this convenient way, so people will agree that this is a good thing for society, right? They're pushing this thing with the money's dirty, goes all over the place. This is cleaner, the whole CV nonsense that they did. They were getting rid of massive amounts of coins and paper money, and saying that it was, the CV would live on it for a certain amount of time, and they've been slowly doing away with ATMs across the country and across the world, so they're making it so that the people will agree with this new system that they want, under the guise of it being convenient and easier for everybody to live in society. But ultimately, it's so that they can have complete control over the people, man. And that's what it always goes back to. These Edomites, so-called white people, particularly the elites, they think that they are the Most High, man. So they're trying to do everything as if they're the Most High. They want to know everything. They want to see everything. They want to monitor everything. They want their eyes to be in every place. But they are not the Most High. They are but a man, as the scriptures say, man. So let me just get, because this is a warning to you Israelites out there not to take this damn thing. So this is what would happen if anybody takes it. Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, because you have to remember that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, or Yahawah is a jealous power, man. You know, we are his, the nation of Israel, right? His name is on us, man. We are the princes of the power, right? Yasha Allah, right? So us, if any of our people get that rice device, man, you're essentially pledging allegiance to Satan, man, and to his minions, man. Esau eating the so-called white people, man, our enemy. You're not trusting in your power, you're trusting in oppression. You're going down to Egypt for help, man. Matter of fact, after this, I want to read a few scriptures, and then I'll close it out on that. Because we are to trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, not trust in oppression, man. Don't trust in your enemy, man. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi got us, man. Because I know a lot of brothers and sisters that may not know about this or may have doubts or whatnot, you know, or concerns, you know. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi said not to worry about those things. Let the things of tomorrow worry about the things of tomorrow, man. Roughly paraphrasing, you know. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi got us, man, but it requires faith, man. And faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, man. You know? And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is showing us brothers, you know, that have been watching different signs every single day, man. But you have to have faith first, man. And the third, Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So that great lake of fire that's going to come from those ICBM missiles, man. If you decide to go down to Egypt for help, man. So let's get this last few scriptures. Just, you know, to reassure you, you know, what Yahawashi said to us, that we're going to be all right, man. So this is Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon, man. So you can't serve the Lord and be worried about trying to get the riches of this world, man, and worried about the affairs of this world, man. You got to put Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi first, man. 25, it says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Right? Which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow, they toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these, man. I mean, the Lord, there's nothing, what's impossible with man is not impossible with the Lord, man. The Lord can do anything. That's why his name is Yahawah. He exists, right? Through his only begotten son, Yahawashi, man. Whether if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? Right? So that's what Yahawashi is saying right here, man. If the Lord does all these things, the Lord feeds the birds, even though they don't gather, they don't work for it, right? Like, as in the sense of as we go have a 9 to 5 and stuff like that. Yet the Lord feeds them, man. The lilies of the field, right? They they get their sun, they get their water, they get whatever nutrients they get. The bees come along and get Slovakia was it the nectar? You know what I'm saying? So everything works in unison, and the Lord controls it all, man. So and the Lord's saying, "Are ye not much better than these things?" Right? So if the Lord takes care of the animals and waters the grass every day, and makes sure the animals and the birds they eat, why wouldn't He take care of his servants, man? The ones that believe on Him, the ones that call on Him. Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall ye eat? What shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, right? So that the heathen, let them worry about that, man. Let them be preppers and, drive themselves crazy and try to figure out, how they're going to escape these said calamities, man. We have a power. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, us Israelites, man. So don't worry about the things of the world, man. Don't worry about the things of tomorrow, man. Let the things of tomorrow worry about themselves, man. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of the Most High, and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof, man. So this is, all of these things have to happen, because it's prophecy, man. And the Lord said that, His word will not go out void, man. So, these things have to happen. But as it says in all right, let's get that real quick. Jeremiah 30. Jeremiah 30 is, Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. But he, right, the elect, the ones that are seeking after the kingdom of the Most High, right, the kingdom of heaven, but he shall be saved out of it, man. So we have to go through these things, brothers and sisters, but the Lord is with His elect, man. And these devils they're gonna keep doing what they're gonna do, until the Lord breaks the staff of the wicked, man. But all these things have to happen, but we have to continue to keep the faith, continue to watch as well as pray, and pray that the Lord keeps a hedge of protection around us in these evil times that are come, and hope and pray that we're of that precious number of the elect, man. So Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. That was pretty much it. And I wanted to report on that, and I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, HaKadosh. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, taught me the truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting to fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To all, I want to say shalom. I want to say DTA, Abba, Ball, and Kwam Yasharal. And shalom. To the next one.